Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles as they take on Dak Prescott and the defending NFC East champs, the Dallas Cowboys. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take the field, and the man leading them, Dak Prescott, who's been remarkably consistent through his first 3 NFL seasons. 23, 22, and 22 touchdown passes, as he put together a 32-16 regular season record in those 3 years at the helm.
We're going to 54. Why?
Check me out. Check me out. Check.
Play fake. Here's Prescott being chased out left. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. Dak Prescott last year against Philly. Boy, biggest game of his career passing yardage-wise. 455 yards, 3 touchdowns in a 29-23 December victory over the Eagles. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check 24. Check 24.
Hey, kill.
To throw is Prescott. This to Jarwin.
Prescott's pass.
I think it's okay there they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the screen.
Ball trot.
On third down, it's Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb.
I smell fear in that offense.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So opening drive, third down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on third down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he fires one, but incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure what this is
Face
about.
mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
Come on,
And it
baby.
doesn't matter
Back.
anymore
First down.
how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
55 to Mike.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar.
Touchdown.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Steps away to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 8.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Russ.
Go 47. 26.
Here's Prescott.
You got nothing to run.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now Prescott. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Cowboys and Eagles, of course, such a great rivalry. Last year, the Cowboys got the better of the Eagles both times that they met, with Philly coming off their Super Bowl title. But in weeks 10 and 14, it was Dallas beating Philly by a single possession. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score Eagles 7, Cowboys 3.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. We've got a good divisional battle here tonight in the NFC East. Tomorrow night, we get one in the AFC East. The Patriots and the Jets. Monday Night Football, MetLife Stadium. Coverage at 8:15 Eastern Time. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
I'm on. What do you think?
On play action, Prescott sliding out of the pocket. Gonna take a shot. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield.
Holding.
Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott, buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it, and he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Throwing, Prescott. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
On second down, Eckler. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Go!
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Forced out to his left. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 24 yards. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the 2 teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
A gain on the play.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Quit talking about it.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Here we go.
On 2nd and goal, Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Jordan Howard and the rest of the offense heading back out there. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Running on first down, Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here we go. Pac-Man. Waiting.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Here's Austin. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the side.
Oh, Prescott stripped.
Come on, Locke. Come on,
They'll
Locke.
call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
So we have reached halftime with a well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And some room to work.
Come on, fellas.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
This is a counter play. Eckler And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Wentz now to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time. And it's second down.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
He's got the first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last two possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Austin Eckler, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Cooper a season ago against the Eagles had a career-best game. 10 catches, career-high 217 yards, 3 touchdowns in a Week 14 victory. And, of course, that was just 2 weeks after a really big game against another NFC East rival in Washington when he put up 180 yards and 2 scores. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now Elliott. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. Third and goal from the 2. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
At the 36-yard line.
From the 36, Wentz looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Flush to his right. Got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do this?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, his 2nd sack of the night. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
47. 26.
Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Prescott's pass intended for Michael.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And out now come the Eagles. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I can tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
It wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing now is Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here, Prescott eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Right there, 54 Mike.
We're going to 54. Why?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Wide
54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on.
Prescott from the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Blake Jarwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They have the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. From the gun on third down, Wentz. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Following the interception, here's Prescott being chased out left. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown.
Let's go.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out here in the eye. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Now here's Pollard. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And another touchdown, maybe rubbing it in a little here. That post-game handshake between coaches might be tense.
Yeah, I would say it will be a little bit tense, but you have to look at it from the side of the victor. They're in a tight battle. They may need those points in case of a tiebreaker at the end of the year.
A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing a second and a bundle. Now Wentz completes it to Aguilar. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
Come on now, let's go.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Dallas, The win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll try to get back on track next week